What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles. Today we're going to focus in on current Windsor Spitfire and top prospect for the 2013 NHL entry draft, Kerby Rychel. Obviously, his father played in the NHL. Kerby was born in Los Angeles when his dad was with the LA Kings, and then grew up mostly in Ontario. And he's an Ontario kid playing for the Windsor Spitfires right now in his third year with the Spitfires. Back in 2010-2011, had 13 points in 32 games with Windsor, and then this year last year had 74 points in 68 games, and then this year 16 points through 19 games. Pretty good sized kid at 6'1" and 200 pounds. Plays a pretty well-rounded game. I've heard Andrew Ladd comparisons, even Scott Hartnell to a certain degree in that good around the net. Plays a pretty basic bread and butter game, but gets his, so to speak. He's good around the net, like I said. He understands sound defensive hockey. They said the two-way acumen's there. He just has a tendency to float defensively, which is something you want to watch on young players. But I think that's something that'll come with time. That's one of the things. Understanding and applying defensive hockey, two different things, and I think a kid like this that has such high upside will be fine. He's too good of a player not to be an impact player at the next level, and I think he's right now probably going to go somewhere between 10 and 25 in the draft. Definitely a first round pick, playing for a pretty good team up in Windsor, and a guy that can definitely step in and contribute, not necessarily right away, but sooner rather than later. I mean, I think if you're looking at, he's not exactly he's not totally a finished product, but if you look at even along the Andrew Ladd lines, maybe Gabriel Landeskog, where the pro style game is there, it's just a matter of applying it on a full-time basis. And I mean, even the size is pretty similar to Landeskog, and the way they're good around the net, I think that's a pretty good comparison. You saw what Gabriel Landeskog did last year as a rookie with the Colorado Avalanche, and then he was captain of the team at 19. I mean, that's a pretty big accomplishment, regardless. And I think Rychel can be kind of like that, where he's pro ready but not all there with Landeskog, maybe a little higher upside overall. If there's an X and a Y diagram on upside versus a safety pick, I guess it'd be closer with the upside, and Landeskog's a little more on the safe side. As I'm confusing you with graphing 101, but it's just something to look at. I'm really excited to see what kind of year he puts out with the Windsor Spitfires, and how high he goes in the draft in June. That's all I got on this episode of the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles on 2013 draft prospect and current member of the Windsor Spitfires, Kerby Rychel. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the offseason, lockout, and beyond. Later, guys.